Hi, if you live around Dixon or in Dixon, actually, this market update should help give you clarity about what's happening in the real estate market. Hi, my name's Connie Medeiros. I'm a local realtor with eXp Realty, and let's just get right into it. So this is just a synopsis of what's happening in Dixon. As you can see, the median housing price is $654,500. And it's gone up about 3.5% in the last year, which is great. Some houses have actually gone down, but it's a more reasonable price appreciation. And many experts, like over 100, are saying we can probably expect this kind of appreciation for the next 5 years. We're not going to have the crazy appreciation that really inflated values quickly, but just a nice steady increase. And this is what's huge. The number of homes for sale, it's really jumped. And it's taken us from a seller's market into a neutral market, which is nice. Neutral markets are much better for buyers, and yet sellers can still sell. So it's a good change. So how has the market changed in 2024? As you can see, the 5-bedroom homes are appreciating faster than any other amount of bedrooms. And what this conveys is that people are probably upsizing. They're wanting a bigger home and maybe selling a smaller home, or they're just making a long-term investment. So let me move my picture so you can see the information better. So the inventory has really surged. And what it means is when we're in a neutral market like this, sellers need to be much more careful with their pricing. You really need to have an agent with a good idea of market value. I'm actually a real estate appraiser too, so I really know value. And at this time, it's really important to listen to your agent because you do not want to overprice in a neutral market. So this is interesting, the shift in the pricing power. I've never seen one quite so even like this. It's a third each. And what it means is a third of the houses have sold over, a third under, and a third at list price. So again, you really need to listen to your agent because it's a very neutral market. And whether you're a buyer, seller, or investor, people ask me if this is the best time. And it really depends in this market on your individual circumstances. And I'm happy to have a consultation with you. If you're a buyer, you really shouldn't buy unless you're going to be in the area for at least 2 years. 5 years would be better. That way, if there's any market fluctuations, you're covered. And now, again, I wanted to go over the time on the market has nearly doubled. And that's important for sellers, again, for pricing right. And you need to really prepare your home for sale. You want it to look the best it can. Like I said, virtual staging, but if you don't do virtual staging, I have a stager come through your home and tell you the things you can do to make it look better. You want to get it looking as good as you can. Also, all disclosures completed and pre-reports are really important so buyers know exactly what they're getting. And buyers just have more time to make decisions. I mean, this is what happens in a stable market. So going on to mortgage rates, they're holding steady. They keep going up and down between 6.5 and 7. Right now, they're closer to 6.7 from the last time I looked, but they fluctuate all the time. I'm hoping towards closer to the 6.5 point, and I think at that point more buyers will make a decision to buy. And of course, we know next year Trump is going to replace the Federal Reserve Chairman, so we'll probably see lower interest rates, but we're not going to see 3 or 4%. Those were artificially lowered rates and caused a lot of inflation in the housing market. But it would be nice if we were in the low 6s or maybe high 5s. I mean, that would be wonderful. But we'll see. So who has the advantage right now in a neutral market? Well, buyers have a lot more room for negotiation, and I always recommend that they they really look at homes that have been on the market longer because there may be more negotiation room, and that's a warning for sellers to price it right. So it's not sitting on the market, but buyers are still buying. Life continues on. Buyers need to buy, and sellers still need to sell. But again, sellers need to really be careful about pricing correctly and letting their house look the best it can. Those houses sell quickly and for more, and then buyers have less competition. They don't have to worry about bidding wars and things that were going on before. So I thought this was interesting. Who's moving and who's leaving? And basically, most people are staying in the Dixon area that moved here. They're staying in the area, which speaks a lot for the town. It's a nice community, and once people are here, they usually stay within the community and upgrade. But people that are coming into the community from outside the area, from Hawaii, I thought that was interesting. Maybe they're seeking more affordable housing. Knoxville, I don't know why people are coming from Tennessee. Maybe it's military transfers or jobs. I have no idea. And then Santa Barbara, again, they're probably looking for better value with their money. And then where are people moving to? Sacramento, that makes sense. Maybe working in Sacramento, they don't want to commute anymore. Miami, maybe they're retiring. Portland, I have no idea again. But this information really helps me with marketing. So I thought you might be interested in it too. So we're shifting into a more sustainable market. It's not going to be a crash. People that are selling that don't get the price, they're just taking their homes off the market. They're not dropping. They have plenty of equity, so they don't have to do that. And buyers are still buying. So, they expect there's still to be some appreciation and that we're going to stay in a neutral market for a while. They do expect for the next 5 years to get about 3.5% appreciation. So just a slow, steady rise. The neutral market. Well, if you're a seller, I've kind of gone over it. Price right. Really prepare your home for sale. And you need a launch plan. You need an agent that's familiar with marketing, digital marketing, all the new things that are happening to really help you. With buyers, you need to be pre-approved, but even beyond pre-approval, you can get fully underwritten. That way you can make an offer with less, usually when you're just pre-approved, it's a 30-day turn time. But if you're underwritten, a lot of times they can close quicker, like 20 days. So it's more appealing to the seller. Again, buyers just need to be patient when you see the right home, make a move, but you do have a lot more selection now. So I'd love to help you move in this market with confidence, whether you're thinking of buying, selling, investing, or if you just want information, market information, or even property value information. I'm happy to help you. Just give me a call. Okay. Oh, I meant to tell you too that I might have gone through the slides too quickly, so I do have the presentation in the link. Thank you.